week 16 of the fantasy football season. Here's a few wide receivers I look to drop this week. The first guy, Cooper Kupp of the Los Angeles Rams, so we know the Rams are out of it. We know the whole team's hurt here. Matthew Stafford, Allen Robinson. They waived Darrell Henderson a few weeks ago, and the O-line's banged up as well, so Cooper Kupp doesn't look like he's going to come back this season, and there's no reason for it. This Ram team, one of the worst teams in the league this season. So next year, Cooper Kupp, I still think will be a first-round pick. No doubt about it for fantasy owners. And this year, still had a monster season, even though he went down pretty early. 52 rush yards, a rushing touchdown, 75 catches, 812 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns, and a fumble loss. So winning the Triple Crown in 2021. And this season off to another rapid pace here with Cooper Kupp. We haven't seen him play since week 10. So right now, he's been out the last 5 weeks here. He's not going to come back for this Ram team that's going nowhere this season. And next year, just get geared up to get Cooper Kupp on your roster, because I think as long as he's healthy, he's number 1, number 2 wide receiver, him or Jefferson, once again next season. But this year, the season's over for him. So he's droppable. The next guy's Brandon Cooks of the Houston Texans. So this season here, it just didn't work out for Cooks and this Texan team. And Cooks, he's a guy I could see them sitting out with this calf injury probably for the remainder of the season. So on the season here for Cooks, hasn't been a great year. In the last few games here for him before he sat out in week 14 and 15, week 10 at the Giants, 4 catches, 37 yards. Week 11 versus Washington, 3 catches, 70 yards. And week 12 at Miami, in that one, 5 catches, 59 yards. So him missing the last 3 games in a row here is Brandon Cooks. Obviously, he's not going to look to play. And next season, he won't be on this Texan team. And I'm surprised they couldn't get anything for him at the NFL trade deadline. But right now, with a down year in fantasy football and on a Texan team that's obviously trying to tank now at this point for the number 1 pick here, there's no reason to hold on to Brandon Cooks. And he's a receiver I would drop this week in the third and final wide receiver. I look to drop Michael Gallup of the Dallas Cowboys. So Gallup, it's been an up and down season here for him coming off the ACL. Week 13 versus the Colts, 4 catches, 23 yards, 2 touchdowns. Week 14 versus Houston, 2 catches, 40 yards. And week 15 at the Jacksonville Jaguars, in that one, 1 catch, 2 yards. And Noah Brown had the big game beside CeeDee Lamb in that week 15 game versus the Jaguars. And T.Y. Hilton and James Washington, I think we're going to see getting some more reps as well in this Cowboy lineup. So right now, Michael Gallup could be the odd man out in a way here for this Dallas Cowboy team. And he's just been too inconsistent, possibly not 100% healthy, still coming off the ACL injury. And that usually takes a year or two. But right now, there's no reason for fantasy owners to hold on to him. And it's surprising to me he's still owned in 73% of fantasy weeks. That's a few wide receivers like to drop here for week 16 of the fantasy football season.